welcome back to Play Action Fantasy Football. This is Jonathan here. We're going over our Week 4 start and sit tight ends. My voice is a little raspy, so just bear with me today. But let's just jump right into this. Thursday night, we have the Lions at the Packers. So tight ends, we're looking at Sam Laporta for the Lions and Musgraves for the Packers. I don't think Wright or DeGara is going to have any sort of prevalence in this game. It's going to be all Laporta. He's going to definitely put up a lot of points. I definitely think he's a solid start. And then Musgrave, if you have him, I wouldn't feel disconfident in him. I think he's definitely going to at least get you some good points there. Moving on to the London games, we got two 9:30 a.m. London games on Sunday. First one is going to be the Falcons at the Jags. We got tight ends Kyle Pitts and Jonnu Smith for the Falcons, and then Ingram and Strange for the Jaguars. Now, I definitely think Pitts is going to be a good start this week against the Jaguars. Desmond Ridder needs to step it up a little bit, and I think he's going to find Pitts. But on the other hand, Jonnu Smith isn't going to be getting quite amount of the attention. So definitely start Pitts. And don't even worry about Jonnu Smith. Now, when it comes to Evan Ingram, you got to start him. I will say the Falcons' D has been looking pretty good, but guess what? Trevor Lawrence is better. So is Evan Ingram. He's a great tight end. They're going to get him the ball. And then don't worry about the backup for the Jaguars. Strange, he's not touching it. We got Rams at Colts. I do think that Higbee is going to have a very good game. I know he hasn't been looking super promising this year, but against the Colts, he definitely has a good opportunity to get you some points. So put Higbee in there. I definitely think he'll be a good starter. On the other hand, Granson for the Colts, I don't see him getting much points against the Rams defense. I think they're going to pretty much control the Colts for the most part, and I don't see Minshew or Richardson getting Granson the ball much. Ravens and Browns, first 1 o'clock game we have here. We're looking at the tight end Mark Andrews, and I think his ass should be on the bench this week, although he is a top 5 tight end, no question about it. The Browns have one of the best defenses right now, and they are on fire. Lamar Jackson isn't getting Andrews the ball as much as he usually does, so I would have to sit Andrews cautiously. Now, if he's all you got, I wouldn't be mad that you got him starting, but if you have any other option, one of these other guys, I would go for them. For the Browns, though, looking at their tight ends, I mean, it's really frustrating. We got Njoku and Harrison Bryant here, and neither of them are going to be a start this week, I have to say, because Njoku doesn't get targets like he should be. Bryant, he might get more targets than Njoku, but he's not going to be producing points like Njoku can. So the Browns, they're not using their tight ends like they usually do. So I would have to definitely sit both of those guys. The next 1 o'clock game, we have the Vikings at Panthers. Right here we got Hawkinson and Hayden Hurst. Hawkinson, you have to put him in. Panthers D sucks. Got to put Hawkinson in there. He's going to get points. Hayden Hurst, on the other hand, I don't think he's going to get much points against his Vikings D. Not that they're anything too scary, but Bryce Young hasn't been finding Hurst much at all, so he's definitely going to be a sit for me this week. Next one, we got the Bengals against the Titans. Looking here, we got Irv Smith, who's doubtful, most likely not going to play. And then I'm going to have to say you start Drew Sample, just for the fact that Smith won't be in there. I know they have a lot of weapons there in Cincinnati. However, Sample, I think, is going to have a good week against the Titans. And Wilcox, their third string or second string, you could call it. Don't worry about him. Titans, we got Okonkwo. I think he's a start. I mean, Bengals defense has been very rough, to say the least. I know Okonkwo hasn't really proven himself too much this year, but I think this could certainly be the game where he steps it up. Next one, we got Bucs at Saints. We're looking at Cade Otton and Juwan Johnson. I don't want to start either of them. The Saints and Bucs are very similar. They both have good receivers, a good quarterback, and I don't think that the quarterback is going to be aiming for their tight ends. Now, Juwan Johnson could have a decent game, but nothing that you want to go start him for. Or same thing with Cade Otton. He's definitely not going to be a starter, okay? Moving on to the next one, we got Dolphins at the Bills. We're looking at Smith, Knox, and Kincaid. We'll start with the Bills. At home, Dawson Knox is going to have a good game. He's got Josh Allen throwing him the ball. Knox didn't start off great, but he's getting back into the rhythm that he once was in, and I think he's going to continue that, which kind of hurts Kincaid. So do not start Kincaid. Definitely start Knox. And then on the Dolphins side of thing, where do we start? We know how their offense is. I don't think you even need to worry about their tight end Smith, okay? As I would believe many people would agree with that. So next we're moving on to the Broncos and Bears. The shit show game. We got tight end Troutman and tight end Cole Kmet for the Bears. Troutman for the Broncos, not looking good. Do not start him. And trust me, I know the Bears don't have a great defense, but I don't think that Troutman's going to be breaking down that puzzle this week. Now Cole Kmet, I think he's gonna start. You got to start him. He's gonna have a good game. Broncos defense is not very good, and Justin Fields is not a bad quarterback, and Kmet is a good tight end at the end of the day. So he's gonna get points, I think, in this game, and you definitely want to start him. Going on to the next one, we got Commanders at the Eagles. We're looking at 3 different tight ends for the Commanders. All right, Logan Thomas is very questionable, which leaves it to Bates and Turner, Cole Turner and Bates. I'm going to not start any of them. I don't care who's playing, whether it's a beat-up Logan Thomas, clean Bates and Turner. Doesn't matter. Not starting them against the Eagles' defense. And then on the flip side, Goddard, however you say it. I say Goddard. Some people say Goddard. I think it's Goddard, but I say Goddard. Sounds cooler. Anyways, I'm not going to start him. I think Commanders' defense is pretty good, and the Eagles have so many weapons. Jalen Hurts is not looking at Goddard recently, so definitely want to sit him this week. And the last 1 o'clock game we're going to look at is the Steelers at the Texans. We have Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers. I think he's a start. Texans' defense is all right, but Freiermuth is definitely he's kind of eager to get some points. I know he hasn't been doing great, but he is a very good tight end. I do see him getting a lot of points there in Texas. On the other hand, Schultz, playing for the Texans, he has C.J. Stroud throwing it to him. Steelers' defense is pretty good, I'm not going to lie. So I know Schultz hasn't been getting the targets that he used to get in Dallas. So I'm not going to start Schultz, okay? I'm gonna sit him. Definitely want to sit him. First 4 o'clock game, we got Raiders at Chargers. We got 2 tight ends for the Raiders. We're looking at Austin Hooper and Mayer. I do think both of them are going to have to sit. I mean, if you look at that offense, you know who they're throwing it to, and it's not Hooper or Mayer. Next one we got is the Chargers tight end Parham, who I believe is going to have a good game. I definitely would start him, especially if he's your only one. Don't be scared to start him. I think he's going to get you some points against the Raiders defense, who likes to give up a lot of points to the pass. So definitely you want to start Parham. Next 4 o'clock game, we got the Cardinals at 49ers. Looking at those tight ends, we got Ertz and McBride for the Cardinals. I don't want to start either of them. The Cardinals are not a very great team, and the 49ers have a very good defense, so I definitely would not want to start Ertz or McBride. But Kittle, on the other hand, for the 49ers, you definitely want to put him in there. Cardinals defense, not good. 49ers are going to be able to run it all over them, and that includes Kittle. So definitely want to start him. Next up, 4 o'clock game, Patriots at Cowboys. Going to be a really good game. But as far as tight ends go, not going to be a good game for either of them. Hunter Henry, Jake Ferguson. Ferguson, he's all right. He's nothing special. However, I will put respect on Hunter Henry. He's a very good tight end. But I do not think this week is his week against the Cowboys, who have a very good defense, and they're known for shutting people down. So I do not want to start Hunter Henry this week either. 8 o'clock game on Sunday night, Chiefs at Jets. I like this one. We got the tight end Kelsey. We're not even going to talk about that. You're going to start Kelsey. And then the Jets, Conklin. I do not have much faith in Zach Wilson throwing the ball, and let alone Conklin catching it. So you want to sit Conklin for sure. Monday night, we got the Seahawks at the Giants. And those tight ends, we're looking at Noah Fant for the Seahawks, and then Darren Waller for the Giants. Obviously, Darren Waller, you're going to want to start him. That's why you drafted him, to get you points. He's good. He's definitely going to get you points. I know he hasn't been playing the best, but he's certainly going to be stepping it up here soon. Can almost guarantee that. And then next up, we got Noah Fant for Seahawks. I'm not going to start him this week. You really never know with Seattle. They got a kind of wild offense with a lot of different weapons, and Noah Fant isn't at the top of that list. So I definitely would want to sit Noah Fant this week. And so that will do it for the tight end start sit week 4. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys fix your lineup. Make sure you know what tight ends you want to start, if you have more than one, I guess. But go like, share, subscribe. Let us know how you feel. Have a great day and good luck.